Never chunk a ball again. How do you like the sound of that? One of the top club designers in golf, Jeff Sheets, says he's created the ultimate cheat code for amateur golfers who struggle with hitting high, soft shots from the sand, rough, and even those tight lies around the green. Jeff has designed and fit clubs for golfers of all levels, regular golfers to tour winners, even major champions. So why help amateur golfers who chunk their wedges and sometimes leave their golf balls in the bunker? Jeff was frustrated with traditional sand wedges and thought there had to be a way to make it easier for regular golfers like us to get the ball up and out of bunkers and those tough lies around the green. This is it. Introducing the all-new Alien Roswell Sand Wedge. Can the Alien Roswell Sand Wedge help your game? To find out, let's bring out a true short game expert who's seen lots of amateurs struggle around the green, 17-time PGA Tour and PGA Tour Champions winner, Fred Funk. Fred, it's good to see you.
It's really good to be here, and actually, I've gotten a chance to use this Alien Roswell wedge. We've been doing some filming. I worked with it when I was home a little bit before we were doing this, and it's actually amazing because the short game is honestly the biggest thing. You know, guys are all going to miss greens. The best on the tour miss, the best guy on tour hits 12 to 13 greens, so they're still missing 5 or 6 greens. They got to get up and down. The best players in the world have great short games. We have a lot of time to practice our short game, and we work with the traditional wedge that has a lot of variables that you're always working with. Not only the different lies in the sand, buried lies, deep sand, no sand, you got fluffy lies here, you got the bare lies. I've tried them all with the Alien wedge, and it's a lot easier to hit them with this thing for the average player because they don't have to work so hard with all the variables that comes with the standard sand wedge, where you have forward shaft lean, backward shaft lean, you have it standard or neutral, and then you have the face variable and how much you're going to open it and the different bounces that are on the different clubs. It's all variables that you got to work with. And when you have a lot of time, like the tour pros, that's all we do. We practice and we try to figure out how to make it work. The Alien Roswell design, it all works from a standard position, a standard face, just square, and everything works because of all the technology that's built into the bottom of this club.
Yeah, so that's going to help not only the PGA Tour players, but also regular people like ourselves. Now, you've been known as a guy who doesn't necessarily overpower a golf course, but you have always been someone who's had an incredible short game.
Well, I had to. I couldn't overpower courses. You know, I had to make up for my lack of power with consistency and having a good short game. I had times where it was really, really good. And that's the weeks that you win. That's the weeks you have your good tournaments, is when you're saving shots around the greens. And you walk off a green and that anxiety of making a double when you're really in bad position and you're trying to get back into position and you just mess it up, that kills your scorecard, it kills your confidence. So you got to have a good short game. And the average guy doesn't.
So Fred, why do you think it is that regular handicap golfers struggle so much with a traditional sand wedge from around the green?
The reason the traditional wedge is so difficult for the average amateur, there's so many variables. You don't know how much to open the face. You don't know how much to open your stance. You don't know when to lean the shaft backwards, where to aim, how far to hit behind the ball on certain shots, when to catch it clean, when to follow through. You always got to follow through, but they don't do it in bunkers. It's one of the most fundamental things you got to do, that you get in there and they just stab at it. So you got a lot of things that you need to learn with your traditional sand wedge that you just don't have to.
So it's almost like acting or asking a 16-year-old who's just starting to drive to get into an Indy car, and there's really not much chance that that's going to go well, as we both know, having children who got their licenses at a young age. So how the heck does the Alien Roswell Sand Wedge make it easier? If you take a look at it, it really does seem as if it will help us immensely.
With the Alien Roswell wedge, you just put it down, and I'll show you how this thing works. You have a ball. This is a really good lie. I'm just going to keep it square. My stance is pretty square, and I'm just going to chip it and just let the club do all the work. It'll slide right through, right to the hole.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the first take.
Yeah, and with the traditional sand wedge, you got a completely different swing. But with the Alien Roswell wedge, you just set up square, just like you would on any other shot, full shot, small shot, doesn't matter. Just swing square to the target, let the club do all the work with the lie. Just makes it so much easier.
I've never picked up a sand wedge before that did everything almost for me. The shots that I hit well went perfectly. This alien wedge really is the best thing that I've ever tried right out of the gate.
Today I tried this new alien Roswell, and it takes a minute to get used to as far as like what it looks like, but performance-wise, it's amazing. You just swing it, it doesn't even dig. Like, you can try to dig this thing, it's not happening.
For me, the alien wedge makes me feel like it's just one less club to worry about because it's gonna work the ball out and put me back up onto the green and putt and moving to the next hole.
So what's hard about the regular traditional sand wedge is that you have to open your stance or close your stance or close the face, open the face. With this club, you don't have to do anything. You make the same swing every time and you just get results. The alien wedge is foolproof. It completely simplifies the short game to one swing, one shot.
The Alien Roswell's advanced design sole with the exclusive gravity rail system makes it nearly impossible for you to chunk it. You'll never need to set up left or open the club face. Just set up square and use the ground. You won't dig or chunk it from any lie because the Alien's variable bounce technology and its exclusive gravity rail system glides right through the sand, through the rough, even off of tight lies. You'll hit crisp, high, soft shots you never imagined possible. And the best part, with the Alien, you'll get the ball out of the sand on your first shot every time. We are pleased to be joined now by a golf club designer who is world-renowned for his work, Jeff Sheets. And Jeff, why did you get the motivation to get involved with this project?
I wanted to design a wedge that was easy to get out from all sorts of course conditions, particularly out of the bunker. With the Alien Roswell sand wedge, we went ahead and took a traditional face design, but flipped it over and put a lot of technology into the sole to really help the average golfer. As you can see, we have the gravity rail system here. That helps lower the center of gravity of the club, but more importantly, it provides a lot of turf relief when you get in the bunker, deep rough, or any other course conditions. There's very little turf resistance down there. And we also have these rails along here which help stabilize the head as it's cutting through the turf. So it resists twisting, even if you happen to hit it out on the toe or in the heel.
So in layman's terms, how will it make it easier for us to swing the golf club?
Well, it's been designed to where a golfer can just set this up square in their stance like they do any other iron, hit the ball. This is whether you're in the bunker, you're in the rough, you're taking the chip from the green. There's a variable bounce technology on the sole here which prevents the club from digging or chunking into the ground. So the golfer essentially just hits the shot, it glides through, and the ball comes off easily.
One of the things that makes golf so difficult for the average player is that we lose confidence when we get into difficult positions in and around the green in those short game areas, especially when we get into the bunker. How much can this help us mentally to look down at that club and know that we're going to get the ball out of the sand?
Well, knowing that we have the gravity rail system, that keeps the club very stable. It actually wants to track while it's going through the turf. Knowing that you have that tracking there leads to confidence, and confidence always leads to a good shot.
With the all-new Alien, you just set up like you do on every other shot. No lining up left, opening your stance, opening the face, swinging inside out. With its enhanced sole forgiveness, the Alien's gravity rail system and variable bounce technology make it so easy to get out of the sand, the rough, even tight lies, without ever having to open the blade. Talk about consistency and confidence. And with the Alien Roswell, you'll practically eliminate fat pitches or chunks. When you know you can't chunk it, you'll stop sculling and blading shots too. Just set up square to the ball and swing. It's that easy. The Alien Roswell 56 and 60-degree sand wedges are the only clubs to utilize the new and revolutionary gravity rail system, variable bounce technology, and the exclusive laser engraving along the grooves, giving you pure contact and ball controlling spin. With the new Alien, you can hit any shot, including flop shots, without opening the face. And from the sand, the rough, or hard pan, the Alien just will not dig. Shots you've hated from the sand, tight or thin lies, even buried shots from the bunker are now almost automatic with the Alien. The Alien Roswell Space Gel in the forgiving channel behind the face provides incredible forgiveness, great feel, and consistent results no matter where you hit the ball on the club face.
So here we got a shot. down in this grass, over a bunker, a tight pin. Usually with a standard club, you're gonna try to wonder how much I'm gonna open it, how hard I'm gonna hit it. You got a lot of different things you gotta worry about. With this club, you're doing everything with the standard square face, and all the engineering, all the design features in this club does the work for you. So I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna set up square face. I'm gonna have it a little more up in my stance than I did on another shot earlier. And then I'm just gonna let the club do the work, and it slides right through and throws it over the bunker onto the green. You don't have to worry about the little flub shot that ends up in this bunker or the skull shot that ends up over the green. You again just let all the features of this club do the work for you. It just slides right on through, right here. It's just sliding right through that grass. It's not digging, and the ball just comes out on a cushion of air and goes up onto the green.
First impressions with the Alien Wedge, it absolutely did amazingly well for me. I was able to get out of the trap, get over the trap, get around the trap, up onto the green every single time. And I'll have to say that I've never picked up a club that's going to go into my bag so quickly.
When I first saw the Alien Wedge, to be honest, I thought it was another Frankenstein club. I thought, no way. But then you get in the trap and it pops off, it's high, it lands soft, and the results are in the pudding.
All right, Fred, anybody can hit out of those nice fluffy lies, the beautiful grass, but the reason you are who you are is because of lies like this, and that club right there in your hands is not only going to help someone like you out of a lie like that, but it's really going to improve our position with the next shot, isn't it?
Well, let me tell you about this lie. This one brings gray hairs, and I'm getting a lot more of those, or lack of hair. I'm getting less of that too. But with the Alien Roswell Wedge, it's a lot easier with this. With the traditional wedge, you're still working with a lot of variables. You're wondering the different bounces with the small soles on them, how much you need to open it or how far back you're going to hit it. You're trying to do everything you can to make sure you hit that ball first, but that usually leads to a skull. So here, I think one of the mantras with the Alien Roswell Wedge is the ground is your friend. So I'm just going to do the traditional, what we've been talking about, the theme the whole time with the Alien Wedge is square. I got it back a little bit in my stance, and I just want to try to clip it, but use the ground.
Fred, we hear the phrase all the time, let the club do all the work. In this particular case, it really is true, isn't it?
Absolutely. The club with all the technology, the Alien Wedge has all this stuff on it to allow you to use the ground and minimize those chances of sculling it or hitting it fat. And those are the two evils of chipping.
All right, Freddie, show us how this Alien Roswell Wedge is different than the traditional wedge. Let's give you a regular lie here in the bunker, okay?
Absolutely, I can't wait. All right, so we got this regular lie. Normally you get in and you're open and you got the face open. You're trying to figure out how much you're going to open and how much sand you're going to take. With this one, all those variables are gone. You set up square with the blade, you set up square with the shot, and you just take a little bit of sand and it pops right on out. Just like that. Pretty easy.
Just
so that's
amazing.
the easy lie.
That's the easy lie. How about we give you a more difficult one?
Okay.
A little fried egg, a little challenging lie here. How about that?
All right.
All right.
Same thing. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it a little further back in my stance, but everything's still square.
And it's important for everybody to know, as square as you would regularly hit a club. There's
Absolutely.
nothing open or
nothing
irregular
closed, nothing
about
open. I'm just going to chop down on it now. It's going to use all that technology in the bottom of this club, in the sole, and just hops right up.
So it pretty much takes the guessing out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, all those variables that you would normally have with these two totally different shots are gone. You're hitting the same way. You're just, all I did there was I changed a little bit back in my stance because of this hill. The sand shot is really easy, especially with the Alien Roswell Wedge. I just showed you two shots that are pretty simple, elementary shots.
Yeah, we're always scared of being in bunkers. You guys would rather be in a bunker than there, and you're going to show us exactly why it's actually the other way around. Although with the Alien Roswell Wedge, a shot like this is much, much easier even for us, isn't it?
Well, it is, and again, it's because I don't have to change a lot of the variables with opening the face and everything else. You gave me a tough stance here because I don't have the room to really have a normal, but this is good because all I'm going to do it's forced me to put the blade back a little, or the ball back in my stance, because I don't have room to move it forward without standing in the sand. But I got the blades dead square, and I got the shaft almost neutral, and I just take it and just chip it right on up.
Get in. Oh,
And
how
it's
about that?
in the
Look at that.
hole. There
One
you
take
go.
right there. It is amazing how much easier it seems like that club is, not just for someone like you, but for regular golfers like us.
And that's what it's all about. It's trying to take, again, we keep using the word anxiety, but there is a lot of anxiety around the greens. Amateurs that I play with, 90% of them, they get here in the sand, and they're terrified. They don't know how to hit it. And they obviously don't know how to hit that shot. With this alien wedge, it's unbelievable. You just stay square with it, and it does all the work for you. I mean, it just slides right on through. Look at that. It's just beautiful.
It really is a comfortable club.
Yep.
Fred, that came out of the bunker so easily. There's no blading or chunking with this club.
No, it's not. It's just makes it so much easier to hit it out of the sand, out of the fluffy lies, the tight lies. It doesn't really matter. You just use the ground as your friend. And a lot of times when you get in a bunker, or you have these different kind of shots you have around the green, you have this voice on one shoulder and it's telling you don't blade it. And you got the guy on the other shoulder said don't hit it fat, don't chunk it. And you're like, you know, what do you do? So you have all this anxiety, and you're still wondering, what technique do I use? And there's no serious technique. You're not changing anything. No matter where you are around the green, you're keeping it square, and you're using the ground as your friend. You can see it just slides right through. I'm not digging up any ground. It's not stopping. When I turn it down, you can see all that leading edge is what happens with the traditional wedge. It'll sit there and you grab that and the ball doesn't go anywhere. With this, you just try to hit it fat, and you can't. It's just gonna slide right off the turf, and the ball just much easier to hit solid.
The bottom line is that club's gonna save you shots.
A lot of shots.
This alien Roswell out of the bunker is like going through butter. Like, it was super simple. There was no way you're missing the shot.
How about in?
And even from this fried egg I gave myself, it came right out, no issue. I've never used a wedge that is easy, forgiving, and doesn't dig as this alien Roswell.
I've never picked up a sand wedge before that did everything almost for me. It corrected all my mishits, and the shots that I hit well went perfect. Wow, that's something else. This alien wedge really is the best thing that I've ever tried right out of the gate.
All right, Fred, let's be honest. This stuff comes easy for you. It comes naturally for you. You have worked your entire life doing this. For those of us who have regular jobs or just regular players with high handicaps, is it as easy as you say it is?
It really is. The alien wedge is amazing how easy it is to just set up square. I can even do it with one arm. I never practice with one hand, and it's a little awkward for me, but that was really good right there. Pretty easy.
So R2 would be year one?
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty much.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Fair
exactly.
enough.
You get the alien Roswell wedge, and you're going to do a lot better. And I'm saying that as a tour player. I thought it was kind of a gimmick, and I practiced with it, and it is absolutely amazing around the green. And even out with the shots that you're lobbing in from 60, 70, 80 yards. It's a great shot off the traditional shots that you're hitting in. So it's a great product, and it would really help a lot of people.
If you're a golfer from a beginner all the way to a single-digit handicapper and would like to have the confidence knowing you'll get every ball out of the bunkers onto the green every time, then the brand new Alien Roswell 56 and 60 degree sand wedges are exactly what you need. The Alien Roswell's innovative and cutting-edge design allows you to hit every type of shot around the green easier and more consistently. The variable bounce technology and gravity rail system on the Roswell sole has been specifically designed to eliminate and forgive your mishits while still rewarding your good ones. You never have to open the face or swing differently on your sand, pitch, or lob shots ever again. In a side-by-side comparison with one of the best-selling sand wedges on the market, the Alien's advantages are so obvious. Out of any lie or any type of sand, the large and forgiving Alien Roswell with its gravity rail system makes it so easy and so forgiving. You'll be amazed at how much confidence you'll have in the bunker. It's nearly impossible not to hit a great shot out of the sand. You'll actually look forward to being in the bunker and hitting out of the sand with your all-new Alien Roswell. Out of the rough, the Alien makes it so easy. It glides and hugs the turf, practically eliminating fat shots. And because of the ingenious design of the gravity rail system on the sole, you never have to open the face to hit high, soft lobs. This also eliminates chunks and sculling or topping the ball. To find out how the Alien Roswell would perform against traditional wedges, we asked some golfers to hit their wedge and then the Alien. And we were amazed at what happened.
I'm in a hole. I'm in a hole. That was pretty good for hitting out of a hole. This will be the club for me.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm really surprised. They're all closer than my other ones. Crazy. This Alien sole gives you the confidence to just swing at the ball without worrying about digging in, and it just glides right on through and picks the ball up with spin. Alien is the real deal.
Wow, I love that. I get some nice height. With the Alien, that feeling was an amazing feeling. When it jumped off the club, went straight up in the air and hit softly. I took a nice full swing, and I just love the way it came down softly and finished toward the hole. That's why it got the wow from me. Wow, I love that. I don't normally do that, but it really felt great.
The Alien Roswell is not only the easiest wedge you'll hit from the sand, it makes it almost automatic to hit stroke-saving flop shots. And with the exclusive variable bounce technology and gravity rail system, you don't even have to open the face. The Alien's face is so stable and eliminates digging and blading, two of the biggest misses on flop shots. Using the Alien's technology lets you just set up square and swing. It's that easy. There has never been a wedge that does so much and makes it so easy for you to hit every shot from every lie from 75 yards and in. You really can buy a better golf game. We guarantee it. Starting with the very first round you play using the Alien Roswell, you'll not only hit it closer to the hole and lower your score, you'll never leave a shot in the bunker. It's guaranteed. What are you waiting for? The Alien Roswell gives you more confidence and helps you save 3, 4, even 5 shots or more from around the green every round. Now you can start saving shots with the incredible new Alien Roswell risk-free by clicking the link below right now.